All right, hello. Hope you are doing well whenever you decide to take this workout. Today, we will be standing for a majority of the time, working up and down off the floor as well. So today, you will really only need yourself, some space to work, and maybe a pad for your knees or a mat, if that's more comfortable as we get down to the ground. Today, we'll be working for 1 minute. You will do 4 exercises, and then we will repeat those 4 exercises a second time before we move on. So first time kind of getting familiar with the move itself, and then the second time kind of kicking it up a notch and working at a higher capacity if you are able to. So our first exercise that we have today is your power up. So you're going to start with your feet about hip distance apart, starting with that squat, arms out front. As you come up, you're going to open those arms out wide. So we have one. Here we go. You have 30 seconds. 15. And 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Our next move is your step. So we're going to work that step forward. If you step your left foot, let's get back a little bit so you can see me there. Excuse me. If you step your left foot, you're going to reach that right arm. If you can take it to a lunge, take it to a lunge. Come back. Right leg, left arm. Take it to a lunge if you're able. Here we go. Thirty seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good work. All right. We're going to work on your balance now. So start with the left leg down. Your right foot can either toe tap or float. And open and open. Reminder, keep that foot down if you need balance. We have 30 seconds. Here we go. All right, switching sides. Right foot is down, left foot can toe tap or pull it. Same thing. And open and go the other way. It's 1. Nice job. All right. Our last one of this first day, we're going to work on your rock and reach, which is your weight shift. So we're going to start kind of in the load position. We'll start with that right hand reaching up. Your right leg's coming out, so all of our weight is going to your left side. We're going to pull it back, load, before we go left arm up and left leg out. All right, here we go. Really feel that weight from one side of your body to the middle, and back to the other side. Twenty seconds. And rest. All right, we're back to the top. First one is up front, squat, open the T, bring those arms wide. Here we go. 20 seconds. And rest on that one. Good job. All right, back to your forward lunge. Remind you of reaching that opposite arm. So left or lunge left, right arm goes. Reset, right side with your left arm. Here we go. Take it to a lunge table. Thirty seconds. And rest. All right, on to your twist. So let's start with the left leg. Right foot into the toe tap. Or hold twist. Open. Twist the other way. For 30, here we go. 5. And switching sides. Right foot straight curve. Left foot into the top. Or come up. Reach across. Ooh, a little harder. And go the other way. 'And rest on your balance. Good job. All right, last one of this set. You have your load. Stand tall, reach that right arm up to your left. Right leg comes out. Weight goes to your left side. Reset. Left arm and leg, our weight goes to your right. Here we go. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now's a good time. Sip of water if you need it. If you don't need it, come on back. That's okay. You can always pause it more time. All right, our next set. Our first one, we're going to be working on getting down to your belly and coming back up to a stand. If it would be helpful for you to have a chair next to you for this, grab a chair really quick. That's okay. All right, so you're reaching those hands down. Lock yourself out to your belly. And lock yourself in. All right. All the way up. 30 seconds. Three, two, one. Nice job. Close the toe. All right. Moving to your step. We have a side lunge this round. So taking that step to your right. We'll start with your hands crossed. You're gonna step. If you can lunge, open the arms wide. Come back. Same thing to your left. Okay. The lunge doesn't go. Just take a nice big step. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. And rest. All right. Moving into your twist, so you bring your feet wide. We'll start with those arms wide. You're gonna push your hips back. Reach your right hand across to your left leg. Open. Push it back. Left hand to your right leg. If you get to your knee, as this big old twist you can get it, that's fine. Reach as far as you can. Here we go. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Strong. Lock those feet back together. Shake them out if you need. If that makes you dizzy, though, take some time before we move on to our next one. You can also decrease that reach a little bit, so you're not getting as much up and down on your twister. All right, we have your opposite side rock and reach. So we're gonna start with your load. We're gonna reach your right arm up, and we're gonna shift like we're reaching to your right. So that left leg is gonna come up a little bit. If you can float your foot all the way, awesome. Reload, go to your left, and our right leg either toe taps or floats. Okay, we have 1 minute here. Here we go. Try to stretch that back arm out. Get nice and wide. Good diagonal lines working through your body here. 15 seconds. One, good work. All right, we're back to the top. Working our way down to your belly. Coming back up to a full stand. Here we go. 30. One more. Good job. Shake those feet. All right, we're into your side lunge. Reminder to start those arms across the chest. Big side step, open. Bend that knee to the left. Pull it back. Go the other way. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. And rest. Good job. No. Leave that out so you guys can hear. So we have our feet wide. You're gonna reach that right hand across to your left leg. Open your arms wide. Left hand across to your right leg. Make sure that you start with that hip hinge, hamstrings, and so from here and from here. Okay? All right. Get that nice line open as you come up. 20 seconds. Three, two, one. Good job, bucket. All right, we got one more. Grab a quick drink if you want it. You have your load. We're gonna reach to your right. Weight goes to your right foot. That left foot either toe taps or floats. We come back. Reach to your left. Right leg is that off weight leg. Here we go. 30 seconds. Three, two, one. Grab some water if you'd like it. All right. Some well, just your body weight can do vicious too sometimes. All right, bring those feet out wide. We're starting in the third set now. Squat, reach low, reach high. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. Two, one. Step those feet together. All right, other step, we're gonna move backwards this time. So feet start even. We'll step back with that right leg. Or your reverse lunge. You're gonna pop under the front knee. Bring it in, pop up top. Then we go the other way. Let's go. Pop, pop. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. And rest. Good work. All right. Next, we have a twist. So this time I'd like to go tandem. Like there's one foot in front of the other. You can take that tandem a little wider. Help with your balance if you're having a hard time. We'll start with your left leg in front. You're gonna reach across with your right hand. Reset. Reach across with your left hand. 30 seconds. Find your balance. Halfway to the side. All right, switch your feet to your right foot is forward and your left foot is back. Same thing. Reach across. Reset. Reach across. The other way. Find your balance. Whew. And rest on your balance. Good job. That's your best step. Work. All right, our last one of this set before we repeat. You're gonna have that left foot forward to start. We're in a big kind of stance here with that left foot forward. You're gonna start with your hands in your chest. Our weight is back on the right foot. You're gonna shift that weight forward to your left foot, reach your hands forward. Pull it back, pull your arms back. Okay, if you feel comfortable in your balance, when you push, you're gonna lift that back leg. When you pull, you're gonna lift your front leg. All right, here we go. Really find that balance. Helps to find the spot to focus on. How to keep your gaze in one spot. Three, two, one, switch. Step that right leg forward, left foot is back, and start with the weight back. Hands at your chest. Shift it forward, reach it forward, pull it back, shift it back. Here we go. Excuse me. 10 seconds. And back to the top, feet are wide. Touch low in your squat. Reach high as you come up. 20 seconds. And walk those feet together. We have the reverse lunge on your back step. Reach under. Step together, reach high. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Thirty seconds. And rest. All right, we have your balance with that twist. So start with your left leg in front of your right. Heel to toe if you can. A little bit wider if you need. You're gonna start by reaching across. Pull it back. Reach across. The other way. Here we go. And switching sides. Right foot is now forward. Same thing. Or a little bit out in front if you need a little more help today. Reach across. Pull it back. Reach across the other way. And rest it. All right, we're gonna bring that left foot out front. Big step here. Start with your weight back in your right leg, hands at your chest. Shift your weight forward to your left, reach your hands out front, and pull them back. If you don't feel comfortable lifting your feet, just feel that weight shift. Still a good exercise here. All right, switch your knee. Right foot forward, left foot back. Weight starts in that back leg. Shift it forward, reach it forward, pull it back, reach it back. Ten seconds. And rest. Good job. All right, go ahead and grab some water. Our next set is going to be on the floor. So extra pad or to move to a different space, now's a good time to do that. As you grab water. All right, coming on down, we're gonna start on your hands and knees. So we'll start with hands and knees here. You're gonna come all the way down to your belly and push yourself back to your hands and knees. Okay, that's where we start. To your belly, hands and knees. 30 seconds. Three, two, one. Good job. All right, we're gonna start in this kind of similar to your hands and knees. We're gonna bring that left foot forward, and you're gonna work on standing up from that left side, coming back down to the ground, and then standing up from your right side. Okay, alternating breath. Coming to your knees and coming back up to stand. And seconds. And working back down. This time we're gonna lay on your belly. So we're gonna start arms out front, legs long. You're gonna lift your right arm, and your left leg, left arm, and right leg. Here we go. Halfway, 30 seconds. And rest. Coming back up to your hands and knees. You're either gonna be in that plank position on your hands and knees with your hips forward, or in your full plank with those knees off the ground. You're gonna reach that left hand under, reach it up, switch, under, up, and switch. Here we go. Rest. All right, back to the top of the set. We got working from your belly to your hands and knees. You guys are doing awesome. Here we go. And rest. We have your kneel to stand. Starting on your hands and knees. Bring the foot forward. Coming up. Stand. Coming back down. And coming back the other way. Here we go. 4. All the way down to your bellies. Arms out, opposite arm. Left leg, right arm. Right leg, left arm. Here we go. 30 seconds. Woo. Coming into your plank position. Either on your knees with those hips forward, reach under, reach up, and switch, or your full plank. All right, here we go. And rest. We have time for 2 more. Go ahead and move your way down to your back. So our first one, we have your glute bridge. So laying back. We're going to start with those feet narrow, work those together. Lift. Bring them down, bring your feet wide. And lift. Here we go. 30 seconds. And rest. All right, we have dead hands. Keep it up, hands are up. Right arm goes out, left leg goes out. Switch. Right leg, left arm. 1 minute. Woo, we got one more each of those. Starting with those feet together. Glute bridge, be wide. Glute bridge, here we go. 15 seconds. All right, last one. Excuse me. Is our dead beds. We have done today. Right arm, left leg. Left arm goes out with the right leg. 1 minute and 7. 20 seconds. And rest. Good job. Good work today. Hope you guys got a good workout. I'm nice and sweaty, so I hope you are. We'll see you later.